Alrighty, what's up guys? Welcome back to another amazing video. In this one, I'll be showing you how to use your DSLR camera as a webcam or OBS Studio or StreamLabs OBS. Now, if you would also like to use your DSLR camera as a webcam for Discord or Facebook, stick around for a little longer and I'll show you a little tip on how to do that. Alrighty, so first of all, you would need to have a DSLR camera on hand, obviously. As for me, I'll be using a Canon EOS 80D for this method or setup. Second of all, you would also need if you have a camera stand or a tripod for your DSLR camera, I would recommend to use that while having it centered behind your screen or possibly in a position where you think it's comfortable in your room to get a good angle of yourself. But for step 3, you would also need to buy either a micro or a mini HDMI to full-size HDMI cable. Now with that, I would recommend going to Elgato's website to see where you could get a supported cable for that specific camera that you may have. The next step would be purchasing the Elgato CamLink, which could range from $200 or $300. Now for this method, we'll be using Elgato's CamLink. Another step would be to look up online and research your DSLR camera to see if there's any affordable power adapters that may be available online. As for me, I purchased a $20 power adapter for my Canon EOS 80D, and so far it's been working pretty well. You're a few steps away from getting your perfect webcam set up. Now, in order for this to work, there might be a couple of things that you might have to do in order for this to be working. On the camera itself, you have to go to the settings so you can turn off the auto powering off, because there's a power saving feature that is meant for the Canon with some batteries that you swap out every now and then and as a regular use. But since we have a power adapter, we won't be needing that feature since we're not running on batteries. Since it's using the wall's power, it will go ahead and think that's perfectly fine. So there might be a warning saying that it's not a battery and etc. You just go ahead and bypass it by clicking OK. Now that you have turned off the auto power saving feature on the camera, as well as bypassing the battery problem that you may have noticed, you're now ready to hook up the camera and plug it into the computer and set it up in OBS. Now, in order for this to work, you would need to download the drivers for the camera. So for me, I was using the Canon EOS 80D. So we would need to download the 4K capture utility from Elgato's website. And as you can see, the 4K capture utility is compatible with the 4K 60 Pro, the HD 60 Pro, HD 60s Plus, HD 60, the 4K 60s Plus, and the CamLink 4K. So once you have downloaded the software and installed on your computer, you might have to restart it and you'll come back to the screen. You'll go ahead and open up the 4K capture utility. Now it's going to ask for a signal on the application. So this is the part where you turn on the camera and you plug in the HDMI into the camera on the side and configure it from here. Now if you get a blank screen like I have, then this probably means you have it set up. Now in order to set it up in OBS Studio, you'll go ahead and right click one of the sources in the middle of the tab or click the plus button and select video capture device. Once that's been done, you'll go ahead and select the CamLink 4K. You'll select activate You can see this is my camera. Now, you may be wondering, why is my camera outputting me in green or purple? Now, there is an issue where you have to unplug and replug in the camera cable that's connected to the camera itself, as it's a very strange bug that's been going on, as well as seeing this on the screen, all these options. In order to erase that, you would select the info button on your camera and press it a couple times. Now for me, I have my camera set to video mode, and I think I have the settings set to 1080p FHD at 30 frames a second. Now, if unplugging and replugging in the camera does not work when you're trying to fix the colors, you can also turn off the camera and turn it back on to see if that'll work too. And to make sure you have the 4K capture utility closed as well, because that can interfere with this program. As you can see, my camera's working fine, but if I have the 4K capture utility open and I have this on, my camera will be glitched out. You see what I mean? I'm stuck, I'm frozen, and I can do nothing right now at the moment. But besides that, there is another glitch that can happen if you have two of these open via using a different OBS, or using this OBS and another one at the same time. So for instance, if you have this one activated and another, you can also achieve the same effect where it might be glitched out and you're in multiple versions of you, and that's not normal. Now as you can see, I have changed the settings from it being from 30 frames to 60 frames, so that way I can get a better visual feedback or faster feedback than what I had originally set it before, as the 30 frames per second is for when I like to stream and I like to have like a calm kind of motion, since I think 60 frames per second is more for like cars passing by really quickly or something along those lines, with something running or moving really fast. If anything, I just changed it to 60 frames per second, as you could see here, and as you could see, the information on the side is not there anymore after pressing the info button. Anything guys, that's all that I have for you today. I hope that this has helped you out, and if you're creating content for long term and this has helped you out in other ways or however, that I hope to pass this knowledge on to you. And if anything, I hope to see you guys in the next video. So I'll see you later. Take care. Peace. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to smash that subscribe button. Also, why not check out one of these other videos? I think you might enjoy them. Until then, I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye, everybody.